Hello everybody, it's Proftrof. We're back again with another video. When safaris go wrong. Listen, I'm not a big fan of safaris. I'm not a big fan of anything that features extra danger that's unneeded, okay? For me, a safari is suicide with more steps, okay? I don't need it. You go around looking at dangerous animals that can push your shit in from real close, bro. Nah, just go to the zoo, brother.
Hey. Number 10. Chantal Beyer.
Chantal Beyer.
In January of 2013,
bruh, listen,
Johanna.
This one, it's a goddamn rhino. It's a tank with a horn, and you are over there. You ain't got no protection. If this thing decides to kill you, you are dead. You are the only protection is the other people on the little train thing. Push them over, run, hope for the best.
Johannesburg student Chantal Beyer was severely gored by a white rhino while posing for a photo during a safari tour.
It is there is like 4 meters between you and the rhino. What you mean? Of course.
24-year-old Beyer was visiting a South African nature reserve with her boyfriend and had gotten out of the vehicle to look at the animals. Their guide, Alex Richter, reportedly told the couple it was safe to stand closer to the rhinos. It's also been reported that Richter had given the beast food as a way of encouraging them to approach.
Did that guy have like a... Did you guys have beef with that guy? My boy was like, yeah, go close to the thing that can kill you in like this. Yes, closer.
The tourists.
Not closer.
Was taken of the couple, standing only a few feet away from 2 white rhinos, posing with their backs turned to them. Moments after it was taken, one of the massive beasts charged her and gored her from behind. The rhino inflicted
and that's not how she likes getting gored from behind.
Severe injuries with its horn, resulted in broken ribs and a collapsed lung. Beyer was rushed to an intensive care unit where, fortunately, doctors managed to stabilize her.
Nice.
It's still unclear what disciplinary actions, if any, were taken against the tour guide.
Oh, the tour. I thought you were gonna say the rhino. Yeah, tour guide. Probably, 9, I don't know, prison or some shit.
And Jagruthi Raval. In 2015, an Indian couple was trampled to death by a wild elephant during a tour of a remote forest in central Kerala. The victims, both in their early 50s, were part of an 8-member group from Gujarat that had traveled to the Garvi region. At some point during a guided trek through the forest, Bhupendra Raval and his wife Jagruthi encountered 3 elephants. The tourists took their cameras out and started photographing the animals. It's believed that one of the giant beasts became enraged by the camera's flash. It charged the couple and their guide. Unfortunately, Bhupendra and Jagruthi couldn't get out of the way in time.
Oh, the guide was
okay. They were viciously mauled and trampled to death by the wild elephant. The guide, whose name wasn't released, also sustained injuries in the attack, but they weren't described as life-threatening.
Bro, are guides like Bitcoin assassins? Are they like giving up like 90% off on a safari and just push you in front of a rhino or something? Is this like a thing? What the hell?
Number 8. Curtis Plum.
Plum?
In 2015, a British safari guide in South Africa became the victim of a ferocious leopard attack. While given a tour in Kruger National Park, 38-year-old Curtis Plum had stopped the open...
Bro, look at this. Why is the safari vehicle like this? The only vehicle I would go on a safari with, a tank. Give me a tank and I would go on a safari. Not like a little jeep with no doors, no windows, nothing.
Vehicle, so that tourists could look at the big cat.
I can't revive,
over the side of the vehicle, trying to find the beast.
Phoenix
but
down.
Failed to notice that the leopard was alongside him. The feline reached inside the vehicle and pounced on Plum's arm. It started to savagely bite and claw into the man's limb. Some of the tourists who were seated behind the guide tried to help by striking the leopard with their cameras. The occupants of another vehicle tried hitting it with the car door, but the feline maintained its grip. Plum reversed the car and managed to free himself, but the beast attacked again. It jumped on the hood, trying to reach the tourists, but the guide hit the brakes and the feline fell. Once more,
this is some shit of a movie.
Charged the front of the vehicle. Seeing the relentlessness of the leopard and fearing the tourist's safety, the guide chose to run it over. The animal sustained severe injuries and was later put down.
Duh! Hey, my ass would not even thought. I would have run your ass over immediately as a precaution.
Plum was taken to a local hospital, and after undergoing surgery, his condition was pronounced as stable.
Oh, nice.
Number 7. Patrick Forgaud.
Forgauds?
In August of 2015, a couple was attacked by a lion while sleeping in their tent during an African safari.
Who puts a tent where lions are? You maniacs! There are lions abroad. Tent. No, brick house.
64-year-old Patrick Fourgaud and his wife Bridget were several nights into their safari at the Ruaha National Park in Tanzania. The woman awoke to find the lion sniffing at her back. It then clamped its powerful jaws on Patrick's arms and tried to drag him out of the tent. Others intervened and managed to scare off the massive feline. Patrick suffered extensive injuries to his arm, for which he had to undergo multiple surgeries. A large chunk of his triceps had been torn clean off, leaving behind a gaping bite mark.
Hey bro, that's like your biggest arm muscle. Come on, can't you take the bio or some shit? Maybe the forearm muscle, the tri? Come on, lion.
The couple also struggled with mental health problems as a result of their ordeal.
Yeah, no
In
shit.
the incident's aftermath, the Fourgauds sued the UK-based safari company for not doing enough to ensure they'd be safe from night.
Yeah, why didn't you like put up a wall, Attack on Titan wall to stop the lions or some shit? What?
Time animal attacks. The company fought the claim for several years, but eventually settled for a payout towards the couple.
How much?
Number 6,
Undisclosed? Yeah.
Joe and Jiao.
How much is a triceps worth?
On July the 23rd of 2016, one woman was killed and her daughter was severely injured at Badaling Wildlife World in Beijing, China. The 6,000-acre reserve offered tours, but also allowed visitors to drive themselves. One cardinal rule was that they never got out of the car. Believing they'd driven past the area where the tigers were kept, a young woman left her vehicle and walked over to the driver's side. The woman, identified as Yall by her first name, was suddenly attacked by a massive Siberian tiger. The beast quickly brought her down and started dragging her away.
Look how big
it was then that the driver and Jiao's mother, Joe, rushed to help her. Local media reported that Joe was gruesomely mauled by the tiger while trying to save her daughter, but Darling staff rapidly intervened and rescued the other family members, but Joe's injuries were fatal. Jiao survived, but has sustained severe lacerations to her neck. An investigation cleared the park of any wrongdoing, but the family subsequently sued the reserve for roughly $170,000.
What?
Alleging that it was partially responsible.
How? It says don't open door, you die. Sue. No. Why? Why does it work? Why is the world like this? It literally said don't open door, you open door. What the fuck?
Number 5. Kristen Yaldor. In 2018, a 37-year-old woman was attacked by a hippo while on a canoe safari on the Zambezi River in Zimbabwe. After one of the guides saw hippos on the right side of the river, the guests were instructed to paddle left, away from the dangerous beasts. Florida woman.
You were in the water with the hippo. In the water with the hippo.
Kristen Yaldor was at the front of a two-person canoe while her husband Ryan was at the back. The couple had started to paddle away when a hippo emerged underneath the canoe and capsized it. Ryan was thrown towards land and quickly swam to shore. When he turned around, he saw that the beast had Kristen's right leg in its enormous mouth. The woman punched the hippo several times in the face, and it released her. Ryan and the head guide pulled.
It did? Damn. Yo, you should probably think of a boxing career. I mean, is there like one-legged boxing?
Her to the riverbank,
hop and hit,
where first aid was administered. The woman was airlifted to a local clinic and then transferred to Johannesburg, where she had surgeries to mend her broken femur and to remove the dead tissue surrounding her leg wound.
Wait, she got a leg or no?
Swiss tourist.
Swiss.
In 2019, at South Africa's Kruger National Park,
why y'all going to Africa?
a Swiss tourist was left battling for his life in the aftermath of a car accident involving a giraffe. The unnamed elderly man and his wife.
A car accident involving a giraffe. That's it big. You didn't see it?
Were driving inside a specialized Ford Ranger safari camper. On the same road coming from the other way was a minibus, transferring over a dozen tourists to the Letaba Rest Camp gaming lodge. The minibus then collided with a fully grown giraffe, but it's unclear if the vehicle was speeding or not. The animal stood roughly 18 feet tall and weighed around 1,650
pounds. What's your
excuse? The impact dismantled the front of the minibus and knocked the large animal into the path of the Swiss tourist safari camper. The giraffe was thus fatally struck a second time, landing on the camper's roof and crushing. The elderly man sustained critical injuries. He was airlifted to a local clinic and then transferred to a hospital in Johannesburg, where he was placed on life support. The tourist's wife, as well as a few passengers from the minibus, also survived minor injuries while the giraffe was killed by the double impact.
Yeah.
Number 3. Quinn
Double
Swales.
kill.
In 2015, safari tour guide Quinn Swales was hailed as a hero for defending his group against a lion attack. 40-year-old Swales was leading a walking safari at the Hwange National Park in western Zimbabwe. Tourists were taking photos of a group of 6 lions as they were standing.
Okay, if I go on a safari, I'm never going on a fucking safari. Zimbabwe is somewhere I am never gonna step my foot on.
Under a tree, some of the cubs approached them. This, according to a local policewoman, is what caused the group to suddenly be targeted by a large male named Nshaha. The animal, distinguishable by its black mane, had been collared by Oxford University researchers for a study on lion behavior. Nshaha was known as dangerous and unpredictable by park staff.
Yeah, it's a fucking lion.
Muscular feline was a prolific hunter,
Of course it's
known for even taking down young elephants. Nshaha approached the tourists, but Swales stepped in front of the group, trying to use his extensive experience to prevent an attack. He shouted the animal's name and
What's extensive experience against stopping a tiger from killing your ass? Hey bro, stop me friend to you, huh? What? How?
the feline initially ran away. However, Nshaha then doubled back, pounced on Swales, and started clawing and biting him. The attack left him with deep lacerations to his chest and neck.
Wait, he lived?
But none of the tourists in his group were harmed due to his heroic intervention. The safari guide was airlifted to a hospital where he later passed away from his wounds.
I'm surprised they don't get eaten by the lions.
Today's topic was requested by Sergio Meza.
Hey Sergio, good job bro, it's a fun topic.
Subscribe and let us know in the comments section below.
Job Sergio.
Number 2. Elephant kills tourist.
Hey.
In 2018,
Bro, why are you spoiling the story?
An unnamed German tourist was trampled to death by an elephant at the Mana Pools National Park in northern Zimbabwe. The 49-year-old woman was part of a group of visitors who saw the herd upon entering the park.
Yo, how many kills per year do these motherfuckers have in Zimbabwe? It's like, hey, Zimbabwe here, Zimbabwe there.
When it comes to the number of elephants across this territory, Zimbabwe is the second most populous country in Africa. The beasts are known to sometimes come into conflict with the local human farmers, meaning they're more likely to exhibit defensive behavior. One source reports that the German tourist had left the vehicle and didn't maintain a safe distance while photographing the animals. One of the beasts broke from the herd and attacked her. The woman was brutally trampled by the elephant and succumbed to her injuries later that day. Number 1. Carol.
At least she took a picture to die for.
Kirken.
Sorry.
In 2017, Michigan woman Carol Kirken was killed by a hippo during a family vacation to Tanzania. Kirken, a philanthropist and beloved member of her community in Rochester Hills, was on an annual safari trip. Shortly before the attack, the 75-year-old had posted photos to her social media of the various animals she'd encountered in the African wilderness. On August the 5th, her last Facebook upload read that she'd seen a massive migration. That same day, Kirken was charged by a hippopotamus. Her family didn't disclose any further details surrounding the attack, but did mention that the woman passed away quickly in her son's arms. Thanks for watching. Would you rather explore the African wilderness without a guide or live for a year in North Korea? Let us know in the comments section below.
So, go live in North Korea and just pretend I like the fat boy. I don't know who's there now. Or go and die. Is that what you're saying? I think I'll take North Korea, brother. What y'all think? Yeah, I'll take you North Korea. I think a lot of people are gonna go to South Korea for a year. Anyway, what y'all think? Oh, this is a wild video, bro. This was wild. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Would you ever go on a safari? And if you would, what the fuck's wrong with you? Quick thank you to YouTubers and Patreons. Thank you all for the support. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and have a nice day, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.